Good morning, students. Today we have come to an end of the lesson of conservation of plants and animals. In this lesson we have seen how we can able to conserve plants and animals for our use, how we can able to give their natural habitat, because plants and animals require their own climatic conditions and their habitat to survive there properly. So for that reason we have seen how we can able to do. In that one we have seen about the biosphere. So we have seen reforestation, we have seen wildlife sanctuaries, we have seen national parks, we have seen, then we have discussed about the zoo, how these all are different terms used in this one, and how we can able to provide them their natural habitat so that they can able to survive and live there. And we have discussed about the extinct species and dynamic species we have seen. Then we have seen about the red data book, where we will be keeping a record of all the and plants and animals who are about to extinct, or they are becoming endangered, which were there and now we are unable to have those things. So all those things we are trying to keep a record of those things in that one. Then we have seen how we can able to go for reforestation things. So now we will be discussing about the exercise question and answers for you. So the first question which I will be discussing it, you will be solving this exercise and you will be submitting it to me properly. Read the lesson and solve the exercise and submit it to me. Exercise questions like here, which I am discussing with you, is about differentiate between the following, that is wildlife sanctuary and biosphere reserve. So both are different things. So in wildlife sanctuaries we will be having, this will be the area reserved in the forest for the protection of wild animals, means here we will be protecting the wild animals will be protected here. And in biosphere reserve, the area meant for the protection of conservation of biodiversity, it helps in maintaining the culture of that particular area. Plus you can add like wildlife sanctuaries, we will be having there, we will be protecting these species of plants and animals from hunting, poaching, and this area will be a very protected area we will be having it. And for biosphere reserve, in biosphere reserve we will be having all the, but it is not only plants and animals we will be having in biosphere, we will be having plants, animals, as well as we will be having the tribal people of that particular area also will be protected there in their natural habitat. Like here we will be having near about wildlife sanctuaries network in India. We will be having 514 wildlife sanctuaries we have, and here we will be having near about 41 conservation bioconservation areas we will be having it in this one. And in biosphere reserve it will be an ecosystem with the plants, animals, as well as unusual scientific and natural interest, promoting management, research and education in ecosystem conservation and sustainable development of this biosphere will be taking place for us. Clear? So this is how you have to write extra each uh, this differentiate between, at least should have 3 to 4 points it should be there. Next is about the flora and fauna. In flora is the plants which are found in that particular area, we call it as flora, and fauna is the animals found in that particular area, we call it as fauna. Clear? An example is given like jamun, sal, animals are given leopard, cheetah, all those are the examples of this flora and fauna. Clear? The next question is discuss the effects of deforestation on the following. So you have to write for this question each and every different things you have to write. Wildlife, wild animals, how they will be affecting deforestation. Environment, how it will be affecting deforestation. Village and rural life, how they will be affecting deforestation. Cities, urban areas, how next generation, how they are going to affect earth. So like wildlife animals, how they will be affecting the deforestation for us is trees are the habitat as well as the resources of food for the wild animals. Deforestation leads to the destruction of the natural habitat of these wild animals. Means as wild animals will be living it in the forest only, and if we are cutting down the forest or deforestation is occurring, at that time these wild animals will not be having their natural habitat, as well as they are not going to have their own what we can say house to live, food for them. So this will be destructing to the lead of natural habitat of the wildlife. Like villages, when we are talking about, these villages will be declining the rainfall, the reduce of soil fertility will be there, and the chances of natural disaster affect the wildlife. If there are no forest, or effect of forest on wildlife will be like rainfall is going to be reduced, soil fertility is going to be reduced, and there will be a natural disaster. Either it may be flood or it may be drought, and these villages are going to be get affected because of this deforestation. Cities, how they are going to affected? In cities we will be having deforestation leads to global warming, which is the most upcoming problem for us about the global warming, because carbon dioxide release is more and forest is not there. So as you have studied about photosynthesis will be occurring it, in photosynthesis plants will be taking in the carbon dioxide and they will be produced giving us oxygen, and if there is no plants only, then we will be going to have a problem of global warming. It also result in increase in the level of pollution, hence deforestation affects the life of the cities. Though we are not living near the forest, but it is required, like we have seen in class 7 about the green lungs. Forest is called as the green lungs. Though we are very far away from the forest, still our life will be getting affected if there is no forest. Earth, how it will be getting affected? Deforestation decrease the fertility of the soil. As there are no plants, then the seeping of water will not be taking place, and all the fine particles of the soil will be flowing away with the help of the rain itself only, and we will not be having the fertile soil. It changes the physical properties of the soil also, means we will not be getting much humus soil. All we will be getting is about the stones and all this will result into the desertification, means desert will be formed. No humus will not be present, and only we will be having the granules of sand only will be present if we are leading to deforestation. The next question is about, in order to meet the ever increasing demand in factories and for shelter, trees are being continually cut. Is it justified to cut trees for such projects? Discuss and prepare a brief report. Is it necessary that we require, because our demand is increasing it, and as our demand is increasing it, we require forest to cut, as we have seen about the recycling. If we want 1 ton of paper, we have to cut near about fully grown 17 trees is to be cut. So whether it is there or not, just I am explaining it. Here is like, it is not justified to cut trees just to fulfill our needs. Trees are known as the lungs of the earth. There are the habitat of many living organisms including animals. They give oxygen and maintain the O2 and CO2 balance as well. They firmly bind the soil and hence prevent soil erosion. They also reduce the chances of natural disaster like floods and droughts. They help conserving our rich biodiversity. The cutting of trees causes an increase in carbon dioxide level for us, which result in global warming. Moreover, it causes soil erosion, floods and greenhouse effect, etc. Hence trees must be protected. This is a sample question given. Whatever you have understood, you can write of your own also. Clear? So you will be submitting these books. I will be writing it. When are you going to submit these question answers? So try to submit those question answers on time. Stay home, stay safe.